The Boeing B-52 Stratofortress is a very famous airplane. It's a long-range bomber for the United States Air Force. Many people call it the Buff, which stands for Big Ugly Fat Fellow. That name honestly is a sign of respect from the crews who fly it. The B-52 has been flying for a very long time. It first flew way back in the 1950s, and it's still a very important part of the Air Force today. This airplane is a symbol of American air power. It really shows just how strong the country's military is. The B-52 is known for its ability to fly very far and carry a whole lot of weapons. The importance of the B-52 just can't be overstated. It's served in many different conflicts all around the world. From the Cold War to modern-day missions, it's always been ready. The plane was designed to carry nuclear bombs, and that was its main job for many years. It helped keep peace during a very tense time in history. These days it carries a bunch of different kinds of weapons and can attack targets with great precision. The B-52 is a versatile aircraft. It can do a whole lot of different jobs, and that's why it's stayed in service for so long, a true titan of the sky. The B-52 is more than just a machine of war. It's a piece of living history. Generations of pilots and crew members have worked on this aircraft. Fathers, sons, and even grandsons have served on the B-52, and that creates a special bond between the people and the plane. The stories of its missions are legendary. It's flown through dangerous skies and always returned. The sound of its 8 engines is unforgettable. It's a roar that means power and reliability. The B-52 is a testament to great engineering and the dedication of the people who fly and maintain it. When you look at the B-52, you see a survivor. Other airplanes have come and gone. They've been replaced by newer technology, but the B-52 remains. The Air Force keeps updating it with new engines and electronics, and that makes the old plane new again. It can work with the most modern aircraft in the fleet. The B-52 is a bridge between the past and the future of air power. It proves that a good design can last for a very long time. It's a true giant, a grand old lady of the sky that continues to watch over the world from above. The story of the B-52 begins after World War II. The world was entering a new and dangerous time called the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union were the two main superpowers, and they just didn't trust each other. Both sides were building powerful weapons. The United States needed a bomber that could fly all the way to the Soviet Union, and it had to be able to carry nuclear bombs. This was a really important mission. The goal was to deter any potential attack. The idea was that if an enemy attacked, the B-52 would be there to respond with overwhelming force. In 1946, the U.S. Army Air Forces asked for a new long-range bomber. The requirements were really tough to meet. The new plane needed to fly very high and very fast, and it also needed to carry a heavy load of weapons over thousands of miles. A lot of companies tried to design such an airplane. The Boeing company worked hard on its design. Their first ideas used propeller engines, but jet engine technology was getting much better. The Air Force wanted a plane that used the new, powerful jet engines, so the engineers at Boeing had to change their plans completely. The final design for the B-52 was actually created over a single weekend in a hotel room in Dayton, Ohio. A team of Boeing engineers worked day and night, drawing up plans for a big bomber with 8 jet engines. They presented their new idea to the Air Force, and the Air Force leaders were very impressed. They gave Boeing the contract to build the new bomber. This was the birth of the B-52 Stratofortress. The first prototype, called the YB-52, made its first flight on April 15, 1952. It was a historic day for aviation and for the military. The main reason for building the B-52 was deterrence. During the Cold War, the United States wanted to prevent a nuclear war, and the B-52 was a key part of this strategy. A large fleet of B-52s was kept ready to fly at a moment's notice. Some planes were even kept in the air 24 hours a day, every day. This was called Operation Chrome Dome. It sent a clear message to any enemy. The message was that an attack on the United States would be met with a devastating counterattack. The B-52 was a powerful symbol of this promise, a guardian in the tense skies of the Cold War. The design of the B-52 is truly unique, and honestly, it stood the test of time. One of its most noticeable features is its massive size. It's got a very long and thin body, which is called the fuselage. The wings are very long and swept back. The wingspan is an incredible 185 feet, which is actually longer than the first flight of the Wright brothers. These large wings allow the B-52 to fly very high and for very long distances, and they're also super flexible. On the ground, the wingtips droop down, but in the air, they flex upwards. This helps the plane handle turbulence and fly smoothly. Another special feature is the B-52's engine configuration. It's got 8 jet engines, and the engines are placed in pairs in 4 pods under the wings. This design was really powerful for its time. It gave the B-52 the thrust it needed to take off with a heavy load of fuel and weapons. The sound of these 8 engines starting up is very loud and distinctive. The landing gear is also pretty unusual. It has 4 sets of 2-wheel trucks under the body of the plane, and the front and back sets can be steered. This allows the B-52 to land safely even in strong crosswinds, a technique called crab landing. The B-52 was built to be tough and reliable. The airframe is incredibly strong. It was designed to withstand the stress of long missions and heavy loads, and that's one of the main reasons it's been able to fly for so many decades. The inside of the plane is all business. There are 2 decks for the crew. The pilots sit on the upper deck with a view that's kind of like a large airliner, while the navigator and weapons systems officer sit on the lower deck. In older models, a gunner sat in the tail of the plane to operate machine guns for defense. Over the years, the B-52 has been updated many times. While the basic airframe remains the same, the systems inside have changed a lot. It's received new radar systems, navigation equipment, and communication tools. This allows it to work with modern technology and perform new missions. It can now carry a wide variety of weapons from smart bombs to cruise missiles. This ability to adapt is a key part of its design philosophy. The B-52 is kind of like a classic truck that just keeps getting a new, more powerful engine. Its strong frame allows it to keep up with the times. The B-52 is a master of many missions. Its primary role has always been as a strategic bomber. That means it can fly long distances to strike important targets deep inside enemy territory. In its early days, this meant carrying nuclear bombs, but today, its role has expanded a lot. The B-52 is an excellent platform for conventional weapons. It can carry a huge payload, up to 70,000 pounds. This can include a mix of guided bombs, unguided bombs, mines, and long-range cruise missiles. It can unleash a massive amount of firepower on a target. During conflicts, the B-52 is often used for close air support, which means it flies near friendly ground troops and attacks enemy forces that are threatening them. Its ability to stay in the air for a long time, called loiter time, is super valuable. It can circle over a battlefield for hours, ready to provide support when needed. The sight and sound of a B-52 overhead can be really scary for enemy soldiers. It has a strong psychological effect. The plane has served in this role in Vietnam, the Persian Gulf War, Afghanistan, and other conflicts, proving its worth time and again. One interesting story about the B-52 is from the Vietnam War. A B-52 tail gunner, Sergeant Samuel Turner, shot down an enemy MiG-21 fighter jet. This was a very rare event, and it showed that the big bomber could defend itself. Another incredible fact is that some B-52s have been flown by 3 generations of the same family. A grandfather, his son, and then his grandson have all served as pilots on the same type of aircraft. This shows the incredible longevity of the B-52. It's more than a machine. It's a family tradition for some in the Air Force. The future of the B-52 is secure. The Air Force plans to keep it flying until at least the 2050s. That means the B-52 will serve for nearly 100 years. No other military aircraft has ever served for that long. To make this happen, the planes are getting major upgrades. They'll receive new, more fuel-efficient engines, which will increase their range and reduce the need for aerial refueling. They're also getting a new, advanced radar system. The B-52 will fly alongside the newest stealth bombers like the B-21 Raider. The grand old lady of the sky is not retiring anytime soon. She'll continue to be a titan of the skies for decades to come.